Welcome to Wise AI Classroom. In Season 1, we learned that better AI results start with a clear work structure. In Season 2, we will move one step further. We will focus on how to turn AI responses into practical work outputs that can actually be reviewed, shared, and used. A good AI request is not only about asking a better question, it is also about defining the result you want to create. When the output is clear, AI does not just answer. It organizes information toward a usable form. That is the shift from work structure to output structure. Before asking AI for an answer, first, ask yourself this question. What am I trying to create? A meeting note, a report, a summary, a comparison table, a message, or a reusable template? The clearer the output is, the easier it becomes to judge whether the AI result is useful. The same information can become many different outputs. One input can become action notes, a report draft, a decision table, an email, or a request template. If you do not define the output, AI may give a fluent answer, but the result may not fit the real work situation. A vague request creates a vague result. Summarize this may produce a general summary, but it may miss the real purpose. A structured request tells AI what to create, what to focus on, how to organize it, and how the result should be checked. The difference is not just wording, the difference is structure. A useful AI request usually has 4 basic parts. First, define the output. Second, give the context. Third, explain the criteria. Fourth, choose the format. These parts do not need to be complicated. Even a simple structure can help AI move from a general answer to a usable first draft. Let's start with meeting notes. Many meeting notes simply record what was discussed. That is helpful, but it is not enough for real work. A good meeting note should show what was decided, what needs to happen next, and what still needs to be confirmed. Meeting notes become much more useful when they are turned into action tables. Instead of only listing discussion points, ask AI to separate decisions, owners, next actions, deadlines, and open questions. This changes the meeting note from a record of conversation into a tool for follow-up. These 5 elements make meeting notes actionable. What was decided? Who owns the task? What should happen next? By when should it happen? And what is still unclear? When these elements are visible, the meeting does not end as a memory. It becomes a set of next actions. Instead of saying, please summarize this meeting, try a more practical request. Turn these meeting notes into an action table. This gives AI a specific job, not just a topic. The more clearly you define the job, the more useful the output becomes. Reports also need structure before writing. A report is not just a long piece of text. A good report helps the reader understand the situation, make a decision, and know what should happen next. If the structure is unclear, even good information can become difficult to use. A practical report can start with 4 sections: conclusion, evidence, risk, and next action. The conclusion tells the main point. Evidence supports it. Risk shows what to watch. Next action explains what should be done after reading. This structure helps the report become clear, reviewable, and decision-oriented. Summary is not just making text shorter. It is reconstruction. A summary for a manager, a summary for a team, and a summary for learning may all need different structures. The purpose decides what should be emphasized, what can be removed, and what should be turned into action. AI can create a draft quickly, but the draft is not the final answer. It still needs review. This is not because AI is useless. It is because real work needs responsibility, context, and judgment. AI can help you move faster, but the user still needs to confirm the result. When reviewing an AI draft, check 5 things. Are the facts correct? Are the numbers reliable? Is anything important missing? Is the tone appropriate for the audience? And most importantly, can this output actually be used in the real situation? Review turns a fast draft into a safer work product. Comparison tables are useful, but a good comparison table is not just a list of options. It should reveal the criteria behind the decision. Without criteria, the table may look organized, but it may still fail to support a choice. The criteria are what make the comparison meaningful. Useful comparison criteria can include cost, impact, risk, and effort. These criteria help the reader see not only what the options are, but how to judge them. When you give AI the criteria first, the table becomes more decision-oriented. Clear criteria make decisions easier. I can also help write messages, emails, and announcements. But the purpose must come first. Are you informing, requesting, persuading, apologizing, or summarizing? The same content can be written in different ways, depending on what you want the reader to understand or do. A good message needs 3 basic conditions: purpose, audience, and tone. Who will read it? What do they already know? What do they need to do next? Should the tone be formal, friendly, direct, careful, or encouraging? These choices shape the final message. AI work improves through feedback. If the first draft is close but not quite right, do not restart from zero. Give specific feedback. Ask for a clearer conclusion, a simpler table, stronger evidence, a better tone, or a more practical next action. Feedback helps I improve the current output. Small improvements matter. Put the conclusion first. Use a table, separate facts from assumptions, highlight risks, add a checklist. These feedback patterns may look small, but they make future AI outputs more stable, easier to review, and easier to reuse. When a request works well, save it as a template. A good template includes the output type, context, criteria, format, and review points. This helps you avoid redesigning the same request every time. A good request template turns one success into a repeatable workflow. You do not have to fill in every detail alone. You can ask AI to guide you step by step. Tell it to ask about the output, purpose, input material, criteria, format, and review points. Then let it create the final request prompt. This is useful when your idea is clear, but the request is not yet organized. This was Season 2 of Wise AI Classroom. We moved from better requests to better outputs. We looked at meeting notes, reports, summaries, review checklists, comparison tables, messages, feedback, and templates. In the next season, we will go one step further and build an AI collaboration system with roles, standards, feedback, and context.